What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Stillmount64, and I picked up Titanfall for the 360. I wanted to try it out and do my YOLO on the Battlefield series on Titanfall and see if it would work out. Unfortunately, from what I've noticed so far, it is not... people aren't very talkative on it, which is the problem. So I went into a lot of different lobbies. There's no game mode that actually forces you to go to mic or go to party, although I did see a lot of people with mics in. Not very many people talking, and not very many mics in general. Especially after this, I actually went over to Black Ops 2 and played a few lobbies of that, and every single one had a bunch of microphones. Especially when I went over to Search and Destroy, everybody was talking, so... You know, that's one of the benefits of COD, especially on the 360. I don't know about the PlayStation guys, but it's a very talkative game. Same with, well, Battlefield not so much. Battlefield 3 was pretty good because you can go into the lobbies that were kind of mic-oriented, although nobody really plays 360 Battlefield 3 anymore. So, anyways, I thought since I had the game, I would do kind of a review and talk about it on the 360, compare it to the Xbox One. First off, what I have to mention is that your stats are non-transferable, which at the same time, I don't really know anybody besides me who would be getting it for the Xbox One and then go out and get it for the 360. I'm going to keep trying out actually going into some more lobbies this weekend and see if I can find some more people with microphones and possibly do it. We'll see, though, because I can't return it anymore, which sucks. But we'll see. Maybe I'll even do a giveaway or something for the 360 guys. But... yeah, the stats don't transfer over, which was kind of frustrating for me. I wanted to go into the game and be like, oh yeah, I'm already second generation. What up, all you noobs? And everybody was higher level than me because I just started over again. At the same time, the people on the 360 version, are not as good compared to, or maybe it was just because I started out and I was still low level, and so I was playing with all the other newer guys too. But it was relatively easy game after game, and I actually got a higher level than this. I think I'm like 15 now or something, but... this was a pretty decent game, and it actually showed some of the lag that I ran into. So, I guess I'll talk about this first. There was a little bit more lag on the Xbox 360. Now, it's nothing that is game-crushing. If you've played a lot of Battlefield 3, there's a little bit of lag in that as well as the latency of kind of your control. Like, when you're trying to move your character, the reaction time isn't quite as sharp. From what I've noticed compared to the Xbox One, and there was a little bit more bugginess in terms of getting caught on things, as well as you'll see I throw a grenade, and it looked open to me. Maybe it was a bad grenade throw, I don't know, but it just came right back at me, and at the end of the game I do it again, and it kills me, and it actually happened in a few other games, but it happens a few times in this one, so that was pretty annoying. When I was trying to throw it through a small doorway, it kind of just came back at me and glitched out that way. Other than that, though, the game runs very, very similar. All of the same amount of players per match. The AI worked just as great, and the gameplay, the wall running, everything is terrific, which I was kind of worried about coming out for the 360 guys who weren't going to have it on the Xbox One. You know, you're not going to get the full Xbox One experience, but at the same time, it's really not that much of a difference, and that's one of the reasons, actually, I was kind of frustrated with it being back on the 360, was that it would be sort of catered to the 360 guys as well. Now, they did have somewhat of a different developer or something working on this, but hopefully when Titanfall 2 comes out, which I'm anticipating, I don't know if they've actually announced it, but I highly anticipate Titanfall 2 to do amazing, especially if it's an only Xbox One title. Then they can really take advantage of everything. But this definitely does play just as good on the Xbox 360. The only other thing that I wanted to mention about it really was the graphics, right? You see a lot of very similar graphics in terms of looking off into the distance. You have just as much distance peripherals. The real difference comes in the textures and the detail of the textures, really. The main thing that I noticed this on, because on some of the walls and ground and things, you still do have a lot of the texture. They optimized it extremely well. I was pretty impressed, to be honest with you. But the textures on the pilots and the Titans was what was most noticeable. I guess those things are super actively moving around, as well as the explosions and things like that, obviously. But those are the things that all move around, are kind of the most... detail-oriented components, or the hardest to keep the detail because they are so motioned, I'm assuming. And so I guess that would be my only quirk. And right there, actually, I think I threw it at the glass right there. But you can see the second time I threw it, there was no glass breaking animation or anything. Or more likely, I probably just threw it at the wall and suck. But I'll look at it after. So that was really the only thing that I've noticed. And I've played it for, quite a while now. And it definitely plays well, but it's not the full experience, although it is comparable. So if you're looking to get it on the 360 and you're not planning on getting an Xbox One anytime in the future, this is a great pickup. It's a terrific game. It'll keep you entertained. It's a bit pricey, though. I did a separate commentary about this, that it's a full 60, with the tax, $65 that you're going to have to drop on this game. When you don't get a campaign with it, you only have the multiplayer, which is good. You have a lot of different maps, but there's not a lot of weapon selection. There's a lot of different weapons to use, but not a lot of selection within each category. Only one shotgun, one sniper, things like that. So overall, good pickup. Might want to wait a few months to get it a little cheaper, but it's up to you. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and a look at the graphics and the gameplay a bit. And let me know what you think. Are the graphics a lot worse? Maybe I'm too generous to this. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy. And you can check out my previous commentary talking about is Titanfall worth it with the previous link on screen or the recommended. Check out my last And We Are Live Back to Black Ops 2 for it. Thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This is StoneMouse64 signing out. See you guys next time.